All right, so we're here on another Couch Coach Live, another Tuesday here. We got a special day today.
Yeah, I
Happy birthday, Maui! What's going on,
appreciate you,
man?
man. Oh man, I'm chilling, man. You know, what I'm saying,
Yeah,
chilling another day. Appreciate all the, I was on social media, but I stayed away. I watched everybody say happy birthday. I appreciate it.
yeah,
Some people I hadn't, heard for a minute. I miss everybody, man. Real good people.
yeah,
Videos I forgot about was popping up.
yeah,
I'm like, oh, cuz you wrong for that.
yeah.
But yeah,
What's going on, JB?
Not much. Same as usual. Every day is the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. And you know what's funny? Like so, did you know Google had these like the little memories? Like you can so it
hmm
posted your surprise party 3 years ago.
right, right, right.
I still
I
trip out with
mean.
that.
Yeah, I thought about that because I think I was driving. You got a cruiser, right?
Mm-mm. Nah, I
You ain't
got
got
a
a
Fiesta.
oh okay. That's right, that's right.
Yeah,
Because I was driving
yeah.
and I kept saying, who the hell do I know got a license plate say seep? Who the hell? And I kept saying that over and over again. I was like, I know, and I'm zooming back up 295 real fast, and then it hit me like, oh Chris. And I'm saying that because you remember the when I was pulling up. And I was like, I
Mhm.
know I seen that license plate, and then I seen you walking in, and you act like I didn't know who you were.
Right.
Like, Chris, where you going? Like,
Because what happened was, because instinctively I parked my car in front of the building. I was like, well, let
mm-hmm,
me move my car because it's gonna get hot. And I like, all right.
mm-hmm.
So I end up moving my car, and then I end up going to the bathroom, and then I end up seeing you coming in the corner. I was like, "Oh shoot!" Because you think to myself at that time, why would I be out way out in Chester then? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, that's like at that time maybe like almost a 30-minute drive for me. So you probably
man.
like,
That
"Yo, what's up with
one,
this
one,
food around here?"
yeah. That one and the one Jake threw for me. That
Mhm.
was great. Like, I don't get that a lot. So that was almost like,
Yeah,
my fantasize about sometimes. So I was extremely appreciative of that. You know what I mean?
yeah, oh yeah, good times. Yeah, definitely huge shout out to
Yeah.
Rachel for putting it all together and
Yeah. Yeah.
keeping that surprise going.
Right.
Yeah, that was crazy because that was right. That was right before we got when we came back home. It's not,
Right.
that's another milestone as well. Like
Right. Right.
that came up last week,
Look.
bro. Wow, but yeah,
So
yeah.
so we just gonna sit here and act like you ain't gloating because y'all beat the Buccaneers.
Oh, that's done with. I mean, I took care. That's out of my system.
I
I
saw, I
ain't gonna
saw, I
lie.
saw, I saw the Facebook story update on
The
Sunday. I
TikTok,
was
yeah.
laughing. Yeah, that should have me weak. I was laughing. I
Bro,
was like, so,
you
yeah.
don't understand. Like, you gotta think about we had lost. We have not won a game in almost 6 weeks. You know how crazy that feeling feels like when you win,
Yeah,
especially
that's
like that.
true.
It's like, bro, this has been a tough
Yeah, yeah, y'all
six
hadn't won
weeks,
a
bro.
yeah, y'all hadn't won a game since the Atlanta game, right? And that put
Yeah,
y'all at 2-2. Yeah, 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 yeah.
right. And Atlanta seemed like a distant memory, for real, like literally.
Did you see
So
the
it's just
end of
like,
the Bears and the Steeler game, and they were just fumbling and dropping balls?
yeah, yeah. That was because they showed it after we won. But yeah, I
Chris,
seen
sometimes
that.
I really don't like you, B.
And you know what's crazy? The thing that got me. So there was a play where Mason Rudolph almost got picked off by Jalen Elliott, and he a cat that used to be at LC Bird, former
Mm-hmm.
quarterback. And I was like, oh my God. I screamed at
Right.
Jalen, like, Jalen, get the ball. I kept on saying it the whole time. Like, God, you should have caught that ball. But that was ugly, sloppy game. But
It's
yeah.
horrible. B.
Oh yeah, I was excited. I ain't gonna front. That Sunday night, I was on cloud nine. We did the show and it was just like, and then after that, I think I ended up going to it after the show. It just felt good. Like everything just felt different. Like everything, a
You
win
hear this,
changes
JB?
everything.
You hear that, JB? Like that had to be the fastest TikTok ever made. I said, he ain't waste no time.
I
Like,
did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I almost felt like I envisioned it, but I was in a different way. It was gonna be more of a if we lost, it was gonna be like this. But then it's funny every time I figured I was gonna use that song if we beat somebody. So it was in the chamber for maybe 5 weeks, honestly. But so we talking. So what tonight we're gonna do? We're gonna do our NBA progress report. So the NBA is about a month in, so we figure, hey, we haven't really gotten to any hoops per se. I know we did the preview with Cole, Western Conference, and then the Hoopers, our cousins from Atlanta. So we really hadn't talked really hoops since the beginning of since the tip off for the NBA season. So I figured this is the right time to kind of do our NBA progress report for this month. So, fellas, I'm gonna go around the horn. Who is the most surprising team thus far this season? Who you got, Maui?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really hard to pick this because I could sit there and be like the Bulls or whatever. I could pick something like that, but I'm not as shocked. It's really been a good season. It's really when you sit down and look at the standings, man, you like, damn, everybody, like, unless you at the bottom, like you like the Rockets or something like that, it looks horrible, but everybody's balling, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's some real interesting games going on. But if I had to pick a team, I definitely surprising team is I'm gonna pick a cold one. It's gonna be the Wizards and the Bulls.
Yeah, the district, your peoples, man.
I'm telling Kyle Kuzma, man, just stay out the way. Don't be hitting social media like that. Don't be Gilbert Arenas, bro. Be more Kwame Brown.
Yeah, he good in DC. He ain't changing his hair color, nothing.
He stay back, B. Don't get too over the top.
Yo, JB, who you got?
So there were 3 teams I looked at. I've definitely I was a bit lower on the Bulls this year because I thought that I thought their defense was going to be a disaster, but actually I probably looked at it the wrong way. I'm looking at more from a postseason standpoint. The DeRozan acquisition has been very good. I think that's taken a lot of. I think a lot of people are hyping up Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball hasn't really played that well. I mean, if you look at his numbers, I mean, I think he's shooting 39%. He's averaging 12 points. The big thing for the Bulls has just been the 1-2 punch of LaVine and DeRozan. That's been awesome. So I mean, I definitely look at the Bulls. The Wizards have been surprising, although I do think the Wizards are probably going to come back down to earth a bit. The team I'm going to throw out there, actually, that's been surprising to me because I didn't know what to make of them. I'm going to say the Clippers have been very surprising. You look at the injuries that they've had, and you look at the fact that Morris hasn't played this year. I mean, he played I think 2 games, but I think the Clippers have been real impressive. Their defense is good. Paul George is carrying them, and I've actually been really impressed with the grittiness and how they played. And Isaiah Hartenstein has actually been a revelation for them because Serge Ibaka is still trying to ease his way back in from back surgery. So I've been real impressed with the Clippers because Maui took my top 2 choices. So I'm gonna go with the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, you could pick. It's a lot of teams, man. It's really
yeah.
If you play with the media, man, you be like, oh man, they losing. Then you look at the standings, you're like, man, it's like all these teams have got the same record. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of parity. It's a lot of parity. It's a lot of parity, and just because with the Wizards, I expect for them to come back down because I look at a team like a Milwaukee. Some people would say Milwaukee's been disappointing. I don't think so, man. They've had a bunch of injuries, and I think once they get healthy, they're going to get going. I think the Hawks are probably going to start getting going too. But the top 3 surprising teams for me are definitely Wizards, Bulls, and Clippers for me.
Yeah, and I look at the Clippers, especially in the beginning. I think they were 1-4, and then they kind of came back to life. And then your boy Luke Kennard, I think he's been balling too for them. I know, especially last couple of weeks during that win streak that they had. So he definitely was.
Yeah, man,
playing good
that bench that they have, man, has been really like killer for them,
Terrence
man. Terrence Mann, Kennard, and
Kennard.
Hardenstein,
Yep,
you know, like So
yeah, and they doing this without Kawhi. So yeah, big time. And then also, obviously the Bulls. I think with them, you know, being 10-4, DeMar DeRozan almost averaging over 27 points a game. He's doing this thing. The team I'm really shocked to how they got off so quick. I'm not gonna lie, it's the Warriors. I didn't think they were gonna be out the gates being 11-2, and that's I figured they were gonna be maybe. I thought their ceiling was like 4th in the Western Conference, but now what they've done. And I think, at 11-2, even though now they're playing currently now against the Brooklyn Nets, but what they've done has been impressive. You look at like what Jordan Poole is balled. I think he's averaging almost 18 a game. I think 17.8. No, 17.2, pardon me. And they're doing this without Clay. So just imagine once Clay kind of comes in, like how that team is going to be. And then Andrew Wiggins is doing this thing. He's another guy that a lot of people, try to throw a little disrespect on him, but puts a little respect on Andrew Wiggins' name a little bit. Wizards,
Wiggins has played well. Wiggins has been playing well. Yeah, for them. So
yeah. And then also the Wiz kids, 10-3, they're doing their thing. Trez balling, I'm telling you, that's why I like that package that they got in exchange for Russell Westbrook. Got guys who are doing their thing, and look at Trez, look at Kyle Kuzma. I think, like you said, a rebirth, just like almost similar to everyone else. No shade. I know it's your birthday, but I try not to do as much shade as possible. He almost has like a Brandon Ingram type of glow, a Julius Randle glow
in November.
Well, it's a progress report, so December might change.
Right. I'm trying to be nice too. Because I was gonna I said, you know what? I should flip it. I should say the surprising team, put the Lakers there, and put the disappointing team, the Warriors. And you'd be like, why would you put them disappointed? Because they're not supposed to be winning like this. So I'm extremely disappointed.
They rolling.
Yeah, they roll.
And then what killed me, and I cannot believe I actually put a parlay for Golden State to lose to Charlotte. And then I forgot it was one team messed me up. It was like a 14 parlay, and I had Charlotte winning. And I think it was I think I was missing one of the legs. I was like, oh man, that would have been huge dividends for me. Most disappointing team. Let me pull up that graphic real quick, fellas. Mal, the most disappointing team.
Surprising team too. I want to put the Cavs there. They're doing well.
Yes.
Injuries are starting to hit them though.
Yes.
Yeah, Mobley.
Yes.
Mobley just came out. Mobley is going to end up missing a month. Yeah, Mobley and Darius Garland. Yeah, injuries are starting to get them. But yeah, they've been a pleasant surprise too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna say Portland.
Yeah. That's on my list as well.
I'm laughing because I'm full of it.
It's okay.
Boy, let me tell you something. I was watching that Laker game last night, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to be my birthday tomorrow. I'm getting older. I'm not going to be losing. I'm not trying to lose no hair. Because you talk about on the edge of your seat, you stressed.
Yep.
Oh, my. It's horrible, man. Like, you never seen, like, Hall of Fame players look like they don't even know any fundamentals, defense, or anything. But I'm going to say the Lakers, and I'm going to tell you something, man. I don't know if they are. You guys know this a little bit better than me. I like Frank Vogel. I really do. And they almost make me feel like they're trying to get him fired. Because he's a defensive guy. And the only reason they gave him extension, right? The only reason I think they wouldn't, because I think that before this team got there, and since he's been there, they've been in the top 3 of defensive teams in the league. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like they came with him, and I don't know. Maybe it's the assistant coach. I don't know. He can't find, even though they got injuries, he just can't find them to be motivated. Like
Yeah.
the third quarter, they know that. Like the last few years, their third quarters, they know they got to go because that's when teams make a jump on them. I literally really watched the Lakers play, man, and I watched the last few years, and the third quarter is like when they really, you got to make a push. You either, if you got the lead, you got to push harder, or if you down 15 or 20, you got to get it down to 10 at least before the half or 12. And it just seemed like, man, it seemed like to me they be at halftime, they talking to their agent, they kicking it with the porn stars, they trying to something, bro, something. They picking out they favorite wine. I don't know. It just seemed like they just, man, we Lakers, we good.
Yeah, man, that salt and pepper Lakers, man, they struggling. In the good words of.
And the weird thing is, even though they not. When you look at the standings. They low, but they still in the mix.
Yeah, they still in the mix for now.
You know, Chris, I don't need, I don't need no ad lib.
No. I'm just saying for now, that's right. Because remember,
I'm down with Scottie Pippen.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, speak your truth, Scottie. Yeah. 27 years later, speak your truth.
Right. But I'm gonna say, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I could easily say the Nets. I could say everybody else, but it's not really making sense when it comes to the Lakers, even though they got some injuries. But they should be doing better.
Yeah. JB, your most disappointing team.
Well, I mean, can we do a most disappointing player?
Hey, it is what it is.
Well, I mean, like, so I mean, I hated the Westbrook trade from the get-go, man. Like, I honestly think, man, like, look, man, Buddy Hield made more sense. You wouldn't have to have given up as much as you did. And Deshaun, what you're saying is absolutely true, man. The defense has been horrible. Vogel's a defensive coach. The defense is not good. And the reason why is because you gave up a lot of your defensive personnel in the offseason. I mean, look, I understand, and I talk to Laker fans sometimes, and some of them, they just, I think, are prisoners of the moment. So, like, they were real harsh on Kuzma, KCP, and Caruso. And, like, look, man, those guys, all three of them, they have some shortcomings when it comes to offensive, but you're going to be getting defensive effort from them. And, I mean, the Lakers last year, they struggled offensively sometimes, but they were still able to win games. They struggled offensively, and they even had stretches the year that they won a championship where they couldn't score the basketball, but they were always able to rely on their defense. And if you can get stops, sometimes they can give you momentum. If you make a basket there, you get the momentum, and you're able to win that game. And you just look, the team is vastly different, man. No Danny Green, no KCP, no Caruso. No Kuzma, and Kuzma was much maligned, but Kuzma's not a bad defender. I mean, you can give Kuzma high leverage playoff minutes, and I mean, like, you replace them with a lot, and let's just call it what it is, man. Like, a lot of the guys that they've replaced them with, and they were talking about how good they were. It's a reason why these guys were free agents, and it's a reason why these guys weren't getting like big contract offers from other teams. I mean, you look at Carmelo Anthony. It's an age issue, and he's not good at defense. You look at Wayne Ellington. Wayne Ellington really has never played for a winner before. There's a reason why Charlotte let go of Malik Monk. It's a reason why Miami parted ways with Kendrick Nunn. So, I mean, like, I think the Lakers have definitely been disappointed, but it just comes down to this, man. Westbrook has been horrible. Westbrook has been horrible for you guys this year. I mean,
Chris, I'm going to jump in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go ahead, JB. I'm going to jump in after you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But, like, he's just been horrible, man. And, one of the things I thought, I was like, well, with LeBron out, maybe he'll get going. His decision making is horrible, man. I think that people pay way too much attention to the triple doubles, and it's like, are you making the guys around you better? Are you helping them be better, or are you just getting your stats? And I mean, he's not making his teammates better. LeBron does. He doesn't. So
I was like, why can't last night I watched him. He brung him back. He got 18 points in the first half. And then the second half, I don't think he did anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, Westbrook, just drive to the hole. Westbrook, just drive. He had dribbled down and he wants to shoot. I don't get it. Just go to the hole. But you know what I wish he would do? I was talking to him. I said, we already know he could do a triple double. The year they won the championship, Anthony Davis said, I want to be defensive player of the year. Right. And I'm like, I wish Westbrook would say that. Say, hey, look, I want to dedicate myself to being a defensive player. And that's what I want to be defensive player of the year. And I think everything would turn a little bit. You know what I mean? And I think he could do it. But being just a point guard and his decisions are horrible. He looks like he's lost.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy in La La
And then I think that they need to get another big man too. Like I miss McGee. Like McGee can do things. We can see now McGee can do things that Howard and Jordan, because Howard and Jordan is the same person to me. They like robots and they stiff. But McGee's a little more limber. I mean, just listen. They a little more stiff. What I'm saying, McGee is he runs transition better. He's faster than them. You know what I mean? When they both running, you know.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like when they doing like when you like McGee was a little more fluid, a little more limber the way he moved. You know what I mean? Than they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they got more strengths than him too. But I just felt like sometimes, like when they in a zone, he did better in a zone than they did. You know what I'm saying? Then like, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to get in the middle, you make you make a pass, a person get in the middle, and then you want to either kick it out, or if you're a big man, you be up under the basket. You throw it to him, and then he most likely got the shot right there. Because what you want to do is get in the zone so they can collapse on you. You know what I mean? Like they're getting beat by zones. It's hard.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Well, and my so I guess my only pushback on that comment would be that I think that Dwight Howard is like the superior defender of all three of those guys that you mentioned. But I do think that they do miss something with McGee, man, because McGee he gives you that energy and he's a better offensive player at this stage than what Howard. So I feel what you're saying. And I guess the other team I'm gonna throw out there that's been disappointing to me has been Atlanta. I did think Atlanta was gonna take a bit of a step back, because I thought that last year they made the conference finals. I think that they got a favorable draw, and I thought that, like, when I looked at the East, I thought that probably best case scenario they were maybe the fifth or sixth best team in the East, but they've gotten off to a slow start. But I think that Trae Young's the rule changes have really affected some of these players. That's something that, like, I think we need to talk about, because, like, people have been talking about Harden, but, like, Harden has kind of started to figure it out a bit, but like Trae Young is struggling a lot. Damian Lillard is struggling a lot too. And I mean, you look at what Portland's gotten a lot of stuff from a lot of people, but it's just been Damian Lillard. He's shooting 27% for three. He's not finishing at the rim like he used to. And Donovan Mitchell is another guy who's been struggling a bit too. So the rule changes,
the ball,
I think, and the ball. And that's another thing players have been talking about too. It's not bothering Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. I'll tell you that much. But but Atlanta's been a bit disappointed too. And I think at some point, Atlanta's going to have to make a trade. Atlanta is one of those teams. They're very deep, but they have a lot of people on the team that play the same position. So they have a lot of mouths to feed, and it's only one basketball on the court. But I think Atlanta's going to get their act together sooner or later, but like I would say the two most disappointing teams have been the Lakers and the Hawks to me.
Yeah, mine was the Hawks as well. I think with them being 6-9, and then just the simple fact of, like, I think they had like a 6-game losing streak, even though I think the majority of those games are on the road, but still, that's one of the things where you look at, they were a team, I figured, like almost to your point, where I figured they would take a step back and kind of just, be in essence more, maybe a little bit over 500 at this point. I figured that's what they would be at this point, but at this point at 6-9 is really really disappointing for this team. I definitely thought they'll probably pick it up, and that's the thing. But just for now, it's just very disappointing. Then also it's weird, like the thing with even with the Blazers, they're 7-8. They still kind of, I wouldn't say they're disappointed, but I think it's more so the player Dame, like you were saying, like as far as what he's doing, 27% from the three is uncanny, uncharacteristic. And I know we kind of talked about it a few weeks ago about the whole chemistry with the Blazers now, with Chauncey Billups as the head coach. like how you think to yourself like you got rid of Terry Slots for him, and you think to yourself like it's just interesting of what's going on in Portland. Even though they're 7-8, it's almost kind of where they should belong because they're right at 500. So they're kind of like a borderline disappointing team for me at this point.
You think a Simmons trade may happen?
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. And I hate to lay this on because it's your birthday, but you're my boy. But we're gonna talk about this type of stuff. Your boy is screwing this up. I mean, you know who I'm talking about. Your boy done botched this whole thing up, and this just making his trade value go down every single day. Your boy Rich Paul, he mishandled this. He mishandled this situation.
And I blame Adele. How you gonna blame Rich?
Combination of both, right?
I was gonna say something about Adele too.
Right, yeah. And I'm just like, dude.
Well, let's just say this. We saw this before. We've seen this before. We've seen it with AD. And
yeah.
I mean, it might work out for everybody. It's just because me personally, I thought that with the 76ers, I think his president or GM or whatever that came from the Rockets, I thought Harden was trying to find his way there.
Oh yeah, you talking about what's Daryl Morey.
Yeah, I thought that Harden was going. I thought that's what Harden, because he didn't sign that. He hadn't signed an extension yet, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what the thing was though, right? Like they were saying that, and I thought that was what happened too. But like they were saying that the owner of the Rockets was really pissed off how like the whole thing went down, and he was not going to sign off on a trade to because Daryl Morey basically quit and was like, oh, I need some time. I need some time for myself to figure stuff out. And then next thing you know, he's in Philly. Yeah, so I mean, like he was really pissed off about that, and then Harden was like, well, shit, everybody's gone. I want out too. So he wasn't going to trade him. He wasn't going to trade him Philly. But like, I think that would have been a match made in heaven right there, actually. Harden and Philly. Simmons with the Rockets would have been better. But that's yeah.
But the thing that got me about this whole thing is like, the trade should have happened before they went to training camp. That's where I think all the shit hit the fan, honestly, because that's when the whole thing of the being in the practice with the cell phone, all the type of stuff, and then we're gonna suspend them for this one day, and then Friday, he not gonna come back because of the mental illness issue, and then not seeking help from the 76ers. Then they gonna give him help, and then he gonna get fined. I'm like, that's your boy fault. I'm sorry. I hate to say this out loud, but that's your boy fault. Your boy should have got his client straight. He shouldn't even put himself in that predicament. He shouldn't even been in training camp. Because now there's a cloud behind him. Because everybody was rooting for Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? Like people looked at him like as kind of like we looked at like Joel Embiid and all them and Doc as like the antagonist. Now we're looking at Ben as an antagonist in a sense, especially spearheaded by your boy. But I'm telling you, if they get a deal, we're keeping it a bug. I've been wanting to say it for weeks because we've really been talking about football, and we really haven't had a really appropriate time to kind of bring it up. But this
holding this in,
time to bring it up, huh?
You've been holding it in, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean the moment probably about almost 3 weeks ever since the whole thing went well. He gonna cite mental health issues, and I'm like, bro, and that's the thing that kind of gets me because it's like, if it's true, but then what's gonna happen when they have cases that's actually real? It's gonna be like the boy who cried wolf.
Oh, I know. Oh,
and I don't like that.
Well, I've been saying that that was the thing I was telling people about what was going on in the Olympics with Simone Biles or whatever. And like, look, man, I'm not saying she's not going through something, but it's going to be something that the younger generation, they're always going to say it. And it's going to be like they're out for anything. I'm having mental health issues or whatever. And I mean, and it's kind of like with these younger people, it's kind of like, I think that some of these mental health issues that they're having is self-inflicted, because you look at like Simone Biles, you look at Ben Simmons, you look at Naomi Osaka, they're on social media so damn much, man, and social media is brutal, man. The people there, they give no fucks on there. So
You know what it is,
like,
man. He wants to be traded. You know what I mean? He's playing for Philly. You know how Philly fans are.
oh
You know what
yep,
I mean? And then he's made the decision, and so he's walking in there, and everybody looking at him some type of way. I mean, I ain't making no excuse, but he's not making a shot or this and that, and then he's got to hear people. You know what I'm saying?
But that's as your agent, you need to get his ass out of there before all this stuff happened. That's my problem. We all we all thought for certain after that playoff series against Atlanta that for certain he was out the door. Like
yeah.
if somebody would have said, okay, how many? What is the percentage chance that he would have been in training camp? Probably 0%. But he showed up, and like it's almost like they shouldn't even allowed him to even be in training camp. That's how I felt because now it's like his value is really getting cheapened because to a point where the deal might happen, but I think it's just a situation where it's just like where he gonna go because people look at Ben Simmons in a different way now. And
Well, but on the flip side, Chris, I feel what you're saying, but like I think at some point though, I think that we kind of have to understand that agents are kind of in a rock and a hard place. I mean, I think that if Rich Paul actually did come to him on some real stuff, Ben Simmons might get mad and just fire him.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing too, man. I don't think Rich Paul has done a good job of handling this, but I don't think Ben Simmons has done a good job of handling this either. And I mean, the reason why I kind of disagree with what you're saying about how like people looked at Doc and beat us, I think maybe the casual fan looked at it, but people who have been following this Sixers situation closely for 3 years, like I feel no sympathy for Ben Simmons. I mean, you look at the situation, he got Brett Brown fired. I mean, Brett Brown came to him and was like, look, man, you got to shoot the basketball. Ben refused to shoot the basketball. Ben got mad when basically Brett Brown made Jimmy Butler the point guard in that series against Toronto. And basically they were a Kawhi shot away from maybe going to the conference finals and maybe going to the finals that year. And because to basically placate his ego, they basically didn't sign Jimmy Butler back. They've done everything for Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons refuses to put the work in. He refuses to shoot, so it's on him, And what'd you say?
Didn't Malik that went to Orlando? Didn't he have the same issue? Even though I know he was hurt all the time, didn't he have the same issue?
Oh, you talking about
that he wouldn't shoot?
Faults?
No. I knew he was hurt. But didn't he have issue that he wouldn't really shoot also?
Oh, no. So the thing with Fultz, with Markelle, is that they changed his shooting. They changed his shooting because, he had kind of they changed the way he shot because his form was kind of funky, but, he was making those shots, though. So they did. I look at Philly and I blame Ben for the situation, but I also – and let's not forget, man, Ben got Elton Brand demoted as well, too.
Yeah.
A lot of them have gone all in on Ben, and Ben refuses to work on his game. And I don't feel bad for him. And then, basically James Harden and Anthony Davis gave you the way to handle the situation when you want to be traded. You don't give 100%, but you give 70%. You pretend like you give a shit. And then in critical moments, you just don't give a shit. And you do that enough. And then they're like, okay, well, we'll trade you and it doesn't look that bad. And Ben Simmons did the opposite. So
Right. And it's
well,
just like
I know if I'm a GM and I have a star, I'm getting rid of him. If he don't want to be there, I'm not going to hold him. I'm going to get rid of him. And then I may get some role players or something. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, just give me this, give me some assets. Nothing crazy. I'd rather have some assets from Detroit or some damn where that's willing to play. You know what I'm saying? Than have a starter that I'm paying or he's not showing up and keep that drama going. You know what I mean?
Well,
just go ahead.
Under normal circumstances, I agree with you, but I think that there's something larger going on here, man. From what I've heard from people is that a lot of the owners are actually supporting what Philly is doing because, look at this, man, from the standpoint, Ben just signed a max extension not too long ago.
Right.
And this just is not a good look for him to try to force his way out the first year of the contract. I think that especially owners in small markets are kind of like, look, man, Philly, don't do this, because like the situation that I'm thinking about too as a New Orleans fan is that like if you trade Ben Simmons, Zion Williamson might be the first one. And this has never really happened before. This hasn't happened during the first 4 or 5 years of a player's career before. So I think Philly is actually doing the bidding of other owners who don't want Ben Simmons to get traded. So
yeah,
because you look at the AD situation. AD played with New Orleans for 6 or 7 years. Like what was it? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He was gone. He played with New Orleans for 7 years before he was gone. So, I mean, like, I think a lot of owners are kind of like, look, Philly, like, don't trade him. Just keep him on the sidelines or whatever, because he's under contract. And, you know, and if he doesn't do what they want him to do, because, like, they have hired a mental health expert for him. He refuses to see the mental health expert. Exactly. So Philly's just like, we're not paying you. You're not playing ball with us, so we're not going to pay you. So, I mean, like, they're at an impasse.
Right. And that's why we talk about, like, as far as how not refusing to help. And that's when, you know, those type of situations come into play when somebody actually needs the resources legitimately, then it could be questioned. So that's my biggest issue on that one. And like you said, it could be just, and then that could be a good bargaining table when it's time for the CBA. Because, like, look, let's not give these guys these big deals, because if they're gonna try to, you know, get strong arm us after the first year, guess what? You know, so like you said, it's collectively hurting a lot of people. Definitely, like, you know, especially when it comes to players, potentially, like as far as if those type of deals come up, and like I said, if you're in a small city, town, and you're like, you know, I'm not giving you, you know, the max deal, and then for you to say I want to be out of here in a year or two, nope, nah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you trade him, then what's stopping Zion from like saying, okay, you need to trade me, or what's stopping Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from saying you need to trade me Oklahoma City? Yes. So the precedent's been set. So I mean, I think Philly is doing the bidding of other owners or whatever. And here's the thing, man. Like, I think they should have traded him too. But the situation is that, like, I don't think you can trade him right away, because like his value was at an all-time low after the playoffs in Atlanta. Generally speaking, when you trade somebody, you want their value to be high,
right?
And you know, with Anthony Davis, I mean, he was hurt, but he had played well, and he had been an MVP candidate the year prior. Whereas with Ben Simmons, he had played so bad in the playoffs or whatever, and he had even said that like it was in his head. So I mean, like,
right,
you know.
Because that's really the last time that we really seen him in real life, in real action, besides the practice situation where he balled and he got a cell phone in his pocket.
I mean, I don't know, man. I hope they figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that it's Rich Paul, or do you think it's him? Because didn't he do the same thing in college? And so not the same thing, but something like that, where he was like, you know, I'm leaving, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sit out, and then piss the coach off.
Well, and it's funny that you say that, because I kind of didn't blame him in college, because like the team won't go into the NCAA tournament anyway.
Right.
So a part of me then was like, I understand it, because now, you know, especially now we got kids now that's opting out and doing what they got to do. At that time, I didn't, but you know.
Like, so like a lot of times players will opt out, but I think with the LSU situation, I think LSU kind of was like, it kind of showed what he was doing, because I mean, there was no reason why LSU couldn't have made the NCAA tournament. There were games when the going got tough and he refused to shoot the ball, and LSU as well. So
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So he basically doing this, almost like somewhat doing the same thing that he did in college.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I would trade him.
Yeah, because that time I really didn't notice it. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's a shame too, man. He's got all the God-given ability. I mean, like, and my thing is, like, we were actually talking about this last year. He's got the God-given ability that, like, few people have, man. And like basically, he's got a little more skill than Giannis does, especially when you look at his ball handling and his passing ability. But the difference between Giannis and the difference between Ben Simmons, and I hate to say it like this, is one guy is a coward, the other guy's not. And that's what it comes down to. One guy, he'll shoot the ball. Sometimes he has these horrible shots. He airballs threes. Sometimes he'll drive you crazy. But one guy is not afraid to shoot the basketball, and one guy is afraid. And that's the difference between Giannis and Ben Simmons.
Yep, big time. So, fellas, let's do some talk a little rookie action. Appreciate our guy Kenneth. Appreciate you for chiming in. So, fellas, let's see the rookies that you guys are feeling. Maui, who you liking as far as these rookies?
I like Reeves. I'm just throw that out there. Be biased.
Oh yeah.
Don't get upset. I like this point guard. I think he played for Baylor. He played for the Kings. I forgot his name.
Oh, Davion Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell. Yeah.
I like him. I wish that they can get. I think he should be on the team, really getting some time. I like Green. And I like Mobley, I think his name is, for the Cavs.
Oh yeah, Lil LeBron.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And the dude, I'm sorry, man. The dude for the Pistons. Cade, yeah.
Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
But
I really like out of all of them, I think Reeves is doing a good job. I think I like his confidence, and I think it's all too like it's easy to be a role player. You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that he's blessed because you got all them guys that were hurt. But I really, really like Mitchell, and I hate that he's not starting. What's so funny?
Your boy taking care of him, boy. Your boy Luke is setting your boy up for failure.
The next Frank Mason. Next Frank Mason.
And can I just throw this out there about Luke Walton? Like if you go to first coaches that are going to be fired, I really like the odds on that. So Jamie's betting advice. Put 25 to 30 on Luke Walton on getting fired at some point this year, or being the first coach fired. So that's my betting advice.
Yeah, Luke, Luke setting your boy up for failure. He's in all the Poe him, Halliburton, all them dudes, man. De'Aaron, all those dudes, man. But yeah. So JB, what rookies you feeling?
Oh man, I love Mobley, man. I really love the way that he plays. It's unfortunate that he's going to miss the next month, but I really have liked what I've seen from Mobley. And Scotty Barnes, man. Scotty Barnes, I knew what he was going to do defensively, but Scotty Barnes he's been pretty good offensively too. I mean, his shot isn't as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, he's not great or anything like that, but he's not horrible either. So I mean, I really love the way Scotty Barnes has been playing. Cade Cunningham, he's still kind of getting it going. He didn't have a preseason. He had been playing better every game. He kind of had a stinker last game, but I think Cade will get it going like sooner or later once he gets into shape order. And I'm gonna throw out one of my Pelicans brethren. I really like what I've seen from Herbert Jones. I think that he's been giving New Orleans some good minutes. He's playing good defense. And Trey Murphy, he's been shooting the ball pretty good too. But like, there have been some nice rookies. I've been a bit disappointed with Suggs in Orlando.
Yeah,
he hasn't really played well.
The Rockets too.
Yeah, Green too. Yeah,
right.
Green too.
Fran's been playing pretty good for Orlando.
Oh yeah, Franz. What? Yeah.
That's
He's
another
been playing
one
good
where
too.
I thought, when we talk about Orlando rookies, we definitely thought in the preseason we're like, oh yeah, Jalen Suggs has been balling. But like you said, the rookies, I'm feeling Evan Mobley once again, like what he's doing for that Cleveland team. This one's for Cleveland, this is for you.
Right. See what that Swenson's do. He probably said,
Right.
I'm gonna be here for a little while.
Yeah. And like you said, Scotty Barnes, he was another one. I thought he was gonna be more of a, like you said, more of a like perimeter defender, kind of the guy that's gonna guard you 94 feet. But like he said, his offensive, he's doing his thing. I think he's leading all rookies. I think he's averaging 16 a game. So what he's doing, Chris Duarte,
For Indiana,
for Indiana, he was solid. I remember that. I think when we did the show, the Eastern Conference, I think that was like opening night, and I think he went off that night. And it's funny that we talked about him that night, and then also I talked about Franz for Orlando. Solid. I mean, he's averaging almost nearly 14 a game. So it's a lot of good rookies, and also just honorable mentions. Like Jalen Green, I like what he's doing out there. He's starting to kind of get together. Actually, even though the game was terrible last week, him against Cade, it wasn't the box office appeal that it was, but it sufficed for a Wednesday night that was devoid of any good sports that night. So them matching up was pretty decent. But yeah, so far these are the kind of guys I'm looking forward to. But yeah, Cleveland, just that resurrection, man. They just doing anything. And your boy Kevin Love, I didn't even know your boy Kevin Love, and he got great. Like, I seen it the other night. I was like, damn, K Love. I'm like, go.
They doing. You know what? One of the things that's helping them is that they starting a lot of younger guys, and then all the older dudes are on their bench. Are coming on the and just like the Knicks, the same thing the Knicks is doing, and that's so interesting to me because I was like, people always talk about the starters, but little do you know, it'd be your bench that actually help you win championships, man.
Yeah, because like you look at, just like they're saying, and shout out Demi Moore, still doing this thing in the league. Ricky Rubio.
Mm-hmm. Hold up. What'd you call him?
Demi Moore, bro. He does not, bro. Look at them side by side, and you will never ever. You will always be like, what the hell?
He called Ricky Rubio. Demi Moore. Wow.
Side by side. If you look at them side by side, you will never forget that. You'd be like, what?
Oh, that's definitely a TikTok.
Shout out to little Demi Moore. But I like Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland's been the issue. But if I think, and I really ain't took a lot of stock on Cleveland because they were like this last year, and then they kind of faltered. So part of me is like, I'll wait. I'll hold off to maybe.
But they were a little lost last year with Rubio and a few other pieces. Man, they look a little more balanced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. They kind of. Yeah, I'm a hold tight for them. Maybe give me maybe about MLK weekend potentially.
Right.
I'll take the team a little bit more serious. I think as it progressed, because
right.
Yeah, and it's like they're like almost like the Las Vegas Raiders of the NFL, where it's like they got great starts and then they kind of But so that's how I feel with them. So, fellas, round out our progress report for the NBA so far for the first month. Name your top 5 teams this season. Your top 5, your power rankings. Maui, what you got?
I don't like you, but I'm gonna do it. All right. He's so wrong for that. So I'm gonna go.
We'll do this monthly, so you're good.
Okay, I got you. Warriors, Suns. Wizard, Bulls, and the fifth one. Well, damn, it's right there. I'm not gonna say that. Damn it. Shit. Miami.
Okay. All right. JB, who you got?
All right, so I'm going to go with the Warriors, Suns. I'm going to go with the Nets, the Bulls, and I'm going to go with the Clippers as my 5th team at the moment right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I got sorry. So I have mine. Let me get that first. So my number one is going to be the Warriors, obviously. Two, I have the Phoenix Suns. Three, I have the New Jersey, the Brooklyn Nets. Fourth is the Chicago Bulls, and I definitely got to give a shout out to the guys in our backyard, the Washington Wizards at 5. All right, so I'm gonna and let's see, share screen, Chrome tab.
It's that 6 through 10 that's very interesting.
Oh yes, absolutely. So, all right, and we definitely shout out to everybody who chimed in on Twitter, naming their top 5 with a couple guys. A friend of the podcast, Brian Ruiz, a guy from the Yay area, our brother from the Bay. All right. Oh, all right. So you can follow him at B_Ruiz. That's RUIZZ. So he got Wizards. Wizards at the 5, the Suns, Nets, Bulls. It has his Warriors at the number 1 spot. Then we also got our guy, the Weekly Audible. Follow him at Weekly Audible. He has the Golden State Warriors number 1, the Chicago Bulls at 2, the Phoenix Suns at 3, the Brooklyn Nets at 4, the Miami Heat at 5. An honorable mention is the Denver Nuggets. And last but definitely not least, another friend of the pod, our guy Urson, aka the general manager, the ultimate general manager. I always want to get trades in fantasy football. Definitely huge shout out to my guy Urson, hell of a NBA talent evaluator. Check him out at EDEMIR NBA. Definitely a great follow on Twitter. Check out my guy Urson. So we got the Golden State Warriors, the Phoenix Suns, the Washington Wizards, the Miami Heat, and the Denver Nuggets. So definitely huge shout out to
the Mavs and the Nuggets is definitely staying consistent. They, three, they right back where they usually be at, right in the middle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Big time. But yeah, man, definitely appreciate the fellas chiming in. Shout out to our guy Brian, Weekly Audible, and Urson. Appreciate you fellas for chiming on this week's top 5 topic of this week. So, did a little NBA. Let's do a little NFL, guys. We got some week 11 picks to do, and I stopped keeping score because every week is a dud at this point. At this point, we don't just know what the hell is going on. It's so much stuff that's going on, like so many duds. So, without further ado, let's get wrong again this week.
Okay.
So, let's do our NFL Week 11 picks. So, I'll go around the horn. We got the New England Patriots at the Atlanta Falcons on a Thursday night. Maui, who you got?
The Patriots.
Okay.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Did Baker Mayfield and the Browns win against the Pats on Sunday? Since they didn't have Odell, since they what? Really?
No.
Oh, that's right. Baker said he got another injury.
Wait, he
the shade, brother. The shade, brother. You
really like don't like Baker. You really don't like Baker Mayfield, do you?
Why would this is the reason why. This is some other people that y'all don't. Okay, do y'all remember how everything that happened since he been there? I mean, he was basically a better Monzel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gets there, gets paid great.
Oh, yeah, man.
Got a coach fired. Got a coach fired. So then the coach goes to the Bengals, right? He gonna run over there and point his finger in his face. Like, I mean, I was really not, but he
I wouldn't say he got the coach. I don't think he got the coach right. I think let's just be fair. Hugh Jackson got himself fired. Hugh Jackson was not a very good coach. I mean, like, yeah.
Okay. But come on, man. They had a quarterback there, and then they pushed Baker to be there. Then he had, I mean, to be in that position because they wanted to, they was like, Baker, just chill out, just wait. You know what I mean? But they wanted to push Baker. Man, I'm from Akron. I know exactly how the Browns are. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
exactly
but like you're blaming him for like what management decided to do. I mean, like Tyrod Taylor wasn't really going to move the needle for him. So I mean, like it wasn't like Tyrod Taylor
really
was playing.
Didn't either. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, he has. I mean, he's won. He's won more than any other quarterback has won in a long time. Yeah,
it's personal for Maui. He just
I can tell.
Like us in Dallas.
Oh, don't y'all dare do that! I'm just telling you the truth,
what I'm saying, you don't like Cleveland.
I mean, my thing is this: like, do I think that he's a great quarterback? No, I mean, I think he's good, but I wouldn't pay him like the amount of money. He's not an elite quarterback, but I mean, he's a good quarterback, though.
I ain't saying I didn't say he was sorry. I didn't say that, but I'm saying he's been more issues. See, don't get me wrong. He's had success, but look what team that he has. Look what everything that he has on his squad. This is his third coach. He's only how many coaches he has? He's had since he's been there.
Well, but you can't blame all that on the quarterback, though. I mean, that's like bad hires and that's bad front office management right there. That's like bad ownership. You put some of that on him. Right. Yeah.
I'm just not talking about Baker, though, because he also got Haley. It wasn't just Hugh Jackson. Haley came there thinking that, okay, if Hugh leaves, it's just a whole bunch of drama. And then they don't never blame Baker, B. It's when he mess up, he play good. They be like, oh, okay, it'd be certain people. Then it'd be certain people like, yo, he's not as good as y'all making him out to be. Then all of a sudden, he mess up, and we like, yeah, we knew that.
I'm a bit on the middle of it, but I think that's the case with all quarterbacks. So I think quarterbacks get way too much credit when they win, and I think that they get far too much blame when they lose. I think that's just the nature of the beast. But like my issue on Sunday is like he didn't play well. He didn't play well in that game, and then there have been about 2 other games I didn't think he played well. But I didn't think he was the overwhelming issue for them on Sunday against the Patriots. I thought the overwhelming issue was their defense. Their defense has been horrible this year. Their defense has been horrible. Their defense has been horrible this year, and they got gashed. Like New England ran all over them.
Right. But JB, you gotta let me have this, man. They was people, you gotta let me have this, man. Don't do that, man. I don't do that to you. Let me have this. They were talking like the Browns was gonna win the damn Super Bowl. It was still people 2 weeks ago talking about these
Baker,
people.
Was it Baker the touchdown maker?
Yeah, well, but you know how, but bro, you know how Cleveland fans are, or whatever. I mean, I like that. So I'm gonna tell you this, like this dude I went to university with, and I think Chris, you didn't meet this dude, but you had interactions with him on Facebook. Biggest Cleveland fan in the world. I had to hear this motherfucker talk all the time about like how good the Cavaliers were going to be. Like, so this is back in like the day, like back when LeBron was super young before he came back again. But like, I remember like 2007 when the Cavs made the final. Oh yeah, we could beat the Spurs. We could beat the Spurs. But like, I think that's Cleveland right there, man. They haven't had a lot since their fans are a bit, the fans
and
are
that's
a bit,
why y'all. And that's why y'all act that way, man. And then y'all meet somebody like me, and then y'all be like, "Oh God!" And I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know me.
I'm not like that. My father's worse. He go sit there and say he a Ravens fan, and I'm sitting there watching the Browns. I say, "Yo, you sure sound like a Browns fan to me." You know what I mean? He one of them dudes that go see the Browns, but then dressed up. He had literally have the opposite. The team, whoever playing them, he had wear their clothes and be sitting around looking at them. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. Yeah. I just got to get this because you know what I'm saying, like my team wasn't even supposed to be where they're at, and when I turned around, I'm like, what? Well, damn, ain't the Browns back there? Hold up, y'all back there? Y'all at the bottom, ain't you? That's what we was supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying?
So we got New England and Atlanta. Who you got, JB?
I'm going with New England. I think Atlanta. Oh, who was the guy that we did the NFC South preview with? Who was the guy that was the fucking
Jelani?
Jelani. Come on, bro, man. He was talking shit about the NFC East. Oh yeah, I'm not afraid of it. Yeah, Jelani. Y'all went 1-3 against the NFC East. Yeah, how about that? The Cowboys beat the mess out y'all. Yeah, come on, stop it, man. Like I when I was hearing them, he was like, "Oh yeah, they will win." Like
I don't see a 10-win. I don't see a 10-win roster. Come on, bro, man. Like you guys haven't recovered from. And like, look, man. Like I actually want Atlanta to be happy because I have friends that live down there and they have PTSD or whatever. But like, well, at least the Braves won. At least the Braves won the chip this year. I'll give them that. Yeah. But like, yeah, we're not afraid of the NFC. Yeah, y'all went 1-3 against the NFC East. Y'all lost to the Eagle, and y'all got smacked by the Cowboys. The only team y'all beat was like the Giants, and the Giants probably should be shot a game, but everybody got hurt in that game. But give me the Patriots, man. I hope the Patriots blow them out too. Put them out their misery.
Actually, I'll be the lone wolf. Give me the Falcons in this matchup, just for the hell of it.
I'm not doing that.
We got the Colts and the Bills. Maui, who you got?
I'm going with the Bills because the Bills have got to play. Listen to me, Buffalo Bills. You have got to play because them Patriots they dare. You can't lose no more games. Y'all can't lose no more games because they're doing exactly what me and Jeff said. Like Josh Allen is starting to look. People started to look at him like, hold on, maybe he's not what we thought he was. Like I'm hearing people, I'm like, hold up, y'all, Buffalo been all right the last 2 years.
Yeah,
he got paid. Why y'all dogging him now? They still at the top of their division, but me and Jeff was like, we don't know.
Losing to
the Jaguars. They've had a couple of stinkers. They've had a couple of stinkers this year. Yeah.
You didn't stink. Go ahead, Chris. My bad.
All right. Who you got, JB?
I don't trust Carson Wentz, man. At some point, man, like, how many times are you gonna like be about to get sacked and throw the ball with the left hand and get an interception? Like, come on, bro. Carson Wentz needs to. What a disappointment, man. Yeah, give me the Bills, man.
All right, so we got the Baltimore Ravens, aka the boys from the Avenue. Going to Chicago.
No, do it right. Do it right, man. Do it right. Do it right.
From the Avenue.
My birthday.
From the Avenue. And they
my birthday,
coming
that shit funny.
Coming to Soldier Field. We got who you got, Maui?
Who they playing again?
The Bills.
Damn, man. Because I'm starting not to trust the Ravens.
Me too.
I'm starting. That's the beauty about this 7-game season. It's real interesting, man.
It's crazy.
It's interesting. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens because they supposed to win, but
yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah, me and you feeling the same way because I'm starting not to trust them either. They've had a few games. They are Chris? They 6-3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They could easily be 4-5 right now, man. They haven't played well. They could have. They should have definitely lost the Colts game.
Minnesota.
They should have lost. They should have lost the Minnesota game too. I mean, you got to give them. Yeah, the Detroit game too. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna agree with Maui. I'm gonna go with the Ravens because they're supposed to win. But dude, and this isn't me hedging my bets. I would not be surprised if the Bears don't beat them.
Yeah.
The Bears supposed to beat us if the refs didn't cheat.
Well, hey, it's a possibility. Yeah. So yeah. Give me the boys from the Avenue.
It's so funny. JB, I'm like, who the fuck is you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Said, it's Baltimore, the Avenue. I was like, the Avenue, the Avenue. From it.
Oh, we got
give me my bloody candles, and I meet you on the Avenue. Oh my God, he's stupid, man.
We're gonna watch some Healy on the Avenue. We got a Detroit. They got the Detroit Lions at the Cleveland Browns. Maui, who you got? It's okay. It's the same place. Because you'll be surprised.
I'm going to go with the Lions because they may. You know what's funny? They may just go by tying, and what they may take that and keep rolling with it because they really almost won that game last.
They should have won.
Well, they should have won 3 games by now. They should have beat the Steelers. They should have beat the Ravens, and who else? They should have beat the Vikings too. They've had like a couple of gut punch losses this year. Yeah, late in the games. Yeah, so
I'm sitting there watching the Steelers game like I miss Antonio Brown so much. I was like, did he just fumble that ball? I was like, why didn't you just go down?
Who you got, JB?
Where's the game at?
It's in Cleveland.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Cleveland. I think Cleveland will get it right. I'm not picking Detroit anymore, man. They've burned me, like, because I thought after the Ravens guys, like, man, they're gonna turn their season around. Then they end up losing. Like, this is what they do. They play a really close game, and then the next week they'll end up losing by 20-something points, and then Dan Campbell will cry.
Yeah,
and they ain't won no game yet.
Yeah,
I know they haven't. I mean, bro, I mean
that game. They gonna win a game. I'm just happy. They
eventually.
Win, and I think it's gonna be Sunday for me. Give me Detroit. Give me Detroit.
A good one.
We got Houston and Tennessee. I guess could this be unanimous?
Tennessee.
Yeah, I think so too. What about you, Maui? Is it gonna be?
Is Deshaun Watson playing? I'm just kidding. Yeah, go ahead and give it to me.
Right. We got Green Bay at Minnesota. Who you got, Maui?
I'm not really too happy with Anthony Davis right now, since he was, he's very lazy to me. So I'm going with, you said the Vikings, right?
Yeah, the Vikings in the pack.
I'm going with the Vikings because I ain't rocking with Anthony Davis right now.
Right. Green Bay. Oh, I remember, man. JB, who you got?
This is a game I think could go either way. Minnesota probably is the best 4-5 team in the league. They could honestly be 6-3 or 7-2. They've had a couple of gut punch losses. Like, they probably should beat the Cardinals. They probably should have beat the Cowboys too. But I don't trust them though, man. Every time I feel like they're starting to turn things around, they end up losing. Give me the Packers.
Okay. And you know what's so funny? I used to. It's weird. Like with Minnesota, I kind of was like on the fence with them, but then I think they kind of got their footing. I think last week kind of proved a lot for me, in my personal opinion. I also said that Minnesota's gonna get that 7th seed in the NFC. So if they do that, they gotta at least win one of these games against Green Bay. So I think this is gonna be it, and it's gonna be in Minnesota. So Skol, give me Skol in this victory. We got the Miami at the New York Jets. Mike White and crew versus two of them boys. Who you got, Maui?
That is so wrong. Trash ball.
What?
Damn. I want to pick the Jets so bad. But damn.
Right.
Woo-hoo. I'm gonna go ahead and okay, I'm gonna say Miami. I have no reason why. But damn.
I feel you. JB, who you got?
I don't do this often, but this is gonna end in a tie. I'm joking. Give me the Dolphins. But man, can I just say this, man? I think it's ridiculous in the year 2021. You still have players that don't know that a fucking regular season game getting into a tie. Like Najee Harris, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, Najee Harris, come on, man. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. I like you. I think that you have a outstanding career ahead of you. But if you don't know that, don't say that, man. Like, right. I don't understand. I don't understand how, like, bro, how long have they been doing the 10-minute overtime now for? Like 5-6 years?
Yeah, it's been
longer than that. We have ties every year. I don't understand how every year a player says, "Oh, I didn't was like, yeah. Bro, do you guys go on Wikipedia? Go look at the season summary from like 2020. You can see the teams have a tie. I don't know, man. I don't understand how players keep on saying, and it's gonna happen next year. Oh, I didn't know there was gonna be a tie. I think Roger Goodell should just, the next person that says, I think Roger Goodell needs to find him like $10,000.
Yeah.
That's so
Give
wrong.
me the Miami Dolphins. I think they'll take care of business. We got New Orleans at the Philadelphia Eagles. Who you got, Maui?
I'm gonna go Eagles.
Okay. Who we got,
I'm gonna
JB?
go. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think that their defensive coordinator Dennis Allen's gonna be able to do something to kind of confuse Jalen Hurts. Yeah, New Orleans has actually not played bad. I know they've lost 2 in a row, but they lost a 1 point game. They lost a 2 point game. So they've been very competitive minus James. I think that they'll win this game this weekend in Philly.
Yeah, give me Phil Eagle Phil. Give me the Eagles. What? I mean, they are Phil Eagles Phil. Man, no love lost. So we got Washington at Carolina, aka the double homecoming. Maui, who you got? It's the same place. It's okay.
I mean, I'm gonna say Washington football team, but I damn sure did not think Cal was gonna be back, and then he ended up going right there. He's
bro, who you telling?
He is a lame. I'm so sorry. I was like,
oh, that's no. You know what? I'm glad you do that. Yeah. Where's your dad? Where's your dad? Now, where's your dad? Now he's playing.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying,
that I'm coming home video that he did the other day. You know you love that.
No, I didn't. I'm like, man, you went right back to the team that, you know what I mean? I'm like, you had all these other. I was like, come on, man. But it's all good. It's all good. No, I mean, I'm happy for him, but I still was like, out of all these teams, you went back home to the Panthers. Come on, man. But it's all good, though.
Where's your dad?
You see how Chris treats me, big? You see how he treats me?
No.
Yeah.
No. It is funny though because you kept on like just.
I kept bringing it up, right?
Boy.
Yeah, kept bringing it up. I'm just messing with you.
Right.
But Chris,
yeah.
Out of all those places, he went right back to the Panthers. Didn't they release him?
Yeah. Hey, don't burn your bridges.
Amen. I mean, yeah, don't burn your bridges. And I mean, if you're not getting that many phone calls to play football, man, you gotta take it, man. You gotta take what comes.
Bro,
beggars can't be choosers.
Right. Bro, this life.
And he was begging. He was begging to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, he got vaccinated and everything. So I mean, like, so he did. He was adamant. He was adamant.
You said it like that. It's like,
You're so wrong, man. You're wrong, guys. You know what happened? You know what he realized? But you're a free agent, though. You're a free agent.
though, yeah.
Where's your dad?
Hey, hold up, Cam. Where's your dad? Because that's exactly what he did. He ran and got his father and went on the damn YouTube channel.
Hey,
this is it, Dad. I can eat cereal with my kids now. I was like, oh man, he ain't gonna play no more.
You had a field day with that. I remember that.
I was like, yo, he's not gonna. I was like, bro, he ain't gonna play no more. He is like, man, I haven't been able to eat cereal with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I work all the time. Yeah, that's because you're a free agent. Because I'm just playing. I was playing.
Yeah, man, that's what happens when you get fired and then you come back as a temp hire. You know?
Yeah, he got 2 touchdowns, and I was like, oh, now he wants to run. Ain't that something? Now you want to run? My bad.
But yeah, who you got, JB?
Oh man, this is a tough one. I think this is a 50-50 game for me. It's in Carolina.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the home team on this one. If it was in Washington, I'd probably pick Washington to win this one. I also think that like Washington, I think feel horrible for Chase Young, man. That was a bad injury, man. And, yeah, no Chase Young, no Montez Sweat. Yeah. I think that's gonna hurt them. So
yeah. And I'm gonna just do it like I did last week. I had Tampa Bay winning. I got Carolina winning. So hopefully. But, I'll be superstitious. I'm going to wear my Legend of Taylor Heineke shirt again. I didn't wash it, so I'm going to wear it again on Sunday, and hopefully for good luck. Hey, I use deodorant. We're grown.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that game. You know what? I'm about to troll that dude. I think I'm gonna watch every Panthers game I can. You know,
You're gonna be
man. I
right
mean,
about
I
the
want him
fact.
to be six. I miss Cam. I want that flamboyant. I can't be stopped, Cam. I want that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Make
Yeah.
me want to play
Yeah.
Madden. You know,
Exactly. Make you want to play Madden and dress like your auntie.
he looks just like. I'm serious. Don't he look like the baby's baby mama when he upset at the damn? You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? I've been
Oh
staying with his
yeah.
house.
your
I've
boy,
been staying. I've been staying at his house all this time, and all of a sudden he want to. It's like, why
your
does he have a
boy,
head? Why
your
does he
boy is a trip. Your boy, wow.
got a silk scarf on at the press conference?
We got the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who you got, Maui?
I'm gonna go with San Fran.
Okay. What about you, JB?
I'm gonna go with San Fran too. I think that they might be able to build off of what they did last night. That was like a thrashing. I mean, they destroyed the Rams last night.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that was a victory. That was wild. But yeah, definitely over that. So we got Cincinnati at Las Vegas Raiders. Who you got, Maui?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders, man. I think hopefully they can figure out something, man. That they can get back to their winning ways. Like they can start winning, man. Because poor Deshaun Jackson. Goodness gracious. But yeah. So I'm gonna go Vegas.
All right, who you got, JB?
I'm gonna go with the Bengals here. Both teams are coming into the game on a 2-game losing streak. The Bengals are coming in off the bye. I think the Raiders have gone through a lot this year in such a short amount of time. The stuff with Gruden, then Ruggs, and then the other guy, the idiot
Arnett.
that got cut.
Arnett.
Yeah, Arnett.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just think I just question. It's not a question of whether they have enough talent, but it's just a question of like where they are mentally. I think that like they're just mentally drained. It just feels like even though this is like their 10th game of the year, it almost feels like they've been playing like a month longer than everybody else has.
Yeah.
With how much they've been in the news.
Yeah.
And when I watch them, it's like every time Carr hiked the ball, I be worried. I always feel for some reason, if he make a play, I'd be like, well, damn, that's what's up. I always feel like he about to throw an interception.
Yeah. Give me Cincinnati. Give me Cincinnati's matchup. Another heartfelt Vegas loss. # free Mike Mayock. All right. We got Dallas. We got the Dallas, aka the Arlington football team, at Kansas City. Who you got, Maui?
Damn.
It's game of the week.
I'm gonna pick the Chiefs on purpose because I want to see if they real.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, I'm gonna abstain from this. I don't make my picks on my team until like Saturday. I think this will be a tough game though, man. I think it's gonna be a tough game. So I abstain.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of obvious. And give me the Kansas City Chiefs over the Arlington football team. All right, we got Arizona and Seattle. Who you got, Maui?
Is Murray still out?
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know if he's gonna play on Sunday.
Mark. Yeah, it's questionable. It's questionable at this point.
Man, to be honest with you, like, who did the Cards play last week?
They played the Panthers. They played the
yeah.
Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers beat them. Yeah,
And they beat them 34 to 30 something, 34 to 10. I mean, something like that.
Yeah, that was weird to me. I thought they would have done better even with McCoy there. I'm gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick the Cards. I don't think Seattle. I don't know. There's just something's missing.
All right.
Maybe the defense.
Yeah,
hey,
potential.
but they're doubling Daryl Taylor, so you know what I'm saying. That's what's up.
Yeah. Who you got, JB?
I'm gonna go with Seattle here. I think this is their last stand. I think that if they lose this game, they can kiss their playoff aspirations goodbye. They're at home. I know they haven't been that good at home this year, but I'm gonna go with them because I don't know if Murray's gonna play, and if Murray doesn't play, give me Seattle.
All right. Then we got the Sunday night game. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the LA Chargers, which is going to pretty much be a home game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mal, who you got?
It's been playing.
He got to be cleared, right? So
Yeah.
I think they said he was clear, wasn't he?
I'm not going to get into the medical specifics.
Well,
I don't know if your boy
is Claypool back?
Oh,
What about TJ?
no, I think your boy TJ out, boy. I think I'm not 100%
Oh
sure,
man,
but it's a home game. Well, I mean, even though y'all in LA, but it's a home game.
are you trying to be funny?
No, I'm serious.
No, y'all travel well, man.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, man, y'all
I
travel.
mean,
Y'all travel. Y'all travel well, man.
Right.
Y'all travel well.
Y'all going to LA to play the Chargers. Ain't nobody gonna be there. Like when they played JB and them, it was like 90% Cowboy fans in
Oh well, but you know, because like the Cowboys have their training camp in Oxnard,
Yeah,
which is super
Oxnard,
close to LA. So yeah, like yeah.
Airwell. And y'all, all these little prestigious blue blood teams always got a fan base everywhere. So
A
yeah,
I'ma
loyal
go-
following, yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Steelers.
Okay. Good. All right, who you got, Mallory? I mean, JB.
If Ben doesn't play, man,
Hey,
I'm even if he plays, man, like I don't know, man. Like call me crazy. I think if the Chargers would have won last week against Minnesota, I probably would have picked them to lose this game because they lack consistency. I'm gonna pick the Chargers to win this game, but I have no confidence in this pick. I can see the Steelers winning this game.
okay, yeah. So give me, in the great words of the former governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger, "Go Chargers, go!" And I forgot to mention my Arizona Seattle pick. Give me Arizona to win that one. One more step to Russ coming home. We'll have the next week. We'll have the Russ to DC hashtag and come home Russ churning next week. So just be aware. Just be ready for that malware next week. You know, potentially. Hey, a man can dream, right? All right. So we got to close out week 11. We have the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa, give me Tampa.
I think the Bucks. I think the Bucks is probably gonna try to kill them. To hear Tom Brady say, "Okay, yeah, we can." I'm taking questions, but can we keep it short? I was like, "Oh yeah, he's pissed."
Hey, that hey, it happens. Hey, you know, that's what happens.
All you need is a little glass of wine from Freeman and some cookies, and it happens.
It does. You know?
It's so
Gotta make sure.
Oh, that one was strong.
Yeah, man, definitely got our week 11 picks in. So, fella, let's put a bow on this week's Couch Coach Live, fellas. Who you giving out this game ball out to, Maui? What you got?
Oh man, I don't really have no player. It's gonna give a game ball to everybody who said happy birthday to me, man. I appreciate y'all. I was just working all day, so I haven't really said thank you. So I'm gonna get that to everybody, man.
Yeah. JP, who you got?
I'm gonna give and I know this is a bit belated, but because I didn't do the show with y'all last week, I'm gonna give my game ball to Buster Posey. He wrapped up his 13-year career last week with the San Francisco Giants, 3-time World Series champion. He's eventually going to end up being a Hall of Famer. Great career, and I'm also gonna give my game ball to my man. Happy birthday, man!
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. It was a pretty good one for real.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Game ball, I got a few. Obviously, to the birthday boy. Yes, absolutely. Always. Then we got a local one and I got a regional one. Well, a local one and a national one. The Kansas Jayhawk football team. A win over the Texas Longhorns. They snapped their 56-game Big 12 losing streak. Bring out the champagne. Mark Mangino's not walking through that door. Les Miles not walking through that door no more. But Kansas football has finally did the unthinkable.
I cut 2 leaps and I walked through the door. Bro, remember
Correct.
remember the real big dude that we saw at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I said he was Mangino.
Mangino, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yep.
That dude looked like him though. That dude looked like him.
Yep.
He was crushing those wings too, man.
Yeah.
I remember that day.
Yeah, I remember, yeah, that was wild. Yeah, that boy, yeah, he was, yeah, them wings had no chance. No wings. You felt bad because you like, ooh, they in bad hands, bro. They about to get demolished. Like it's like how we be eating like a popcorn or whatever. That's how it looked. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like an attack on them wings and make you know. And then we got to give a huge shout out to our guy, Couch Coach Live alum, Chip, Coach Howard, and the Amelia Raiders. The Amelia Courthouse Raiders win last week in the first round of the Region 2A against Thomas Jefferson, 1-7-0. This week, Friday, they'll be playing Nottoway County. So definitely huge shout out to Coach Howard and them boys down on 360. Like we say all the time. Hey, we got them boys cooking something on 360. We can even smell it east part of Hull Street. So definitely Chip, Coach Howard. We we're sending you some good luck Friday night. And hey man, definitely definitely proud of Chip, Coach Howard. Well, we send Coach Howard, definitely proud of Coach Howard and what he's doing at Amelia. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, big time. Big win last week for him, and and this time of year you want to just survive in advance. You want to get to this point now, and this week you want to win, and then you practice on Thanksgiving. This is that's kind of the creme de la creme at this point. You want to practice on Thanksgiving. So, fellas, final thoughts and social media before we head on out. Maui, what you got?
Man, pretty great show. I usually don't watch a lot of NFL. I usually just watch the highlights and then do the show. But I really been watching a lot of games lately. And this year is so even in the NBA, it feels like to me they're catering to the young guys. So you don't know who's going to win every time. Anybody can win any game, So it's been really exciting this season, especially with the NBA too. But social media is Deshaun Morgan, Facebook, DT Morgan 78, Instagram.
Okay. All right. JB, what you got?
Not much, man. I've just been enjoying. I've been enjoying the games, man, because we're officially in the second half of the football season. It's gonna be real interesting. The last 8-9 weeks of the season are gonna be really interesting. See playoff positioning. Haven't really been watching that many basketball games. Like, what's going on with do basketball games not come on TNT on Thursday anymore? Did they change it to Tuesday?
It's Tuesday, yeah. Because matter of fact, Golden State and what's you playing now? Golden State.
So they're not doing any more Thursday games on TNT. Only Tuesday now.
They're only going to do that until the football season is over. Well, the Thursday.
Okay. I'm just because I was depressed, man. I was like, man, that's like one of the best parts of Thursday for me, like listening to Chuck and Shaq and Kitty in the studio. But I've been enjoying the games, and I've been enjoying the college football games on Saturday too. But yeah, man, good show, man. And my social media, you can find me on Facebook, Jamie Bailey. And I know I've been saying this forever, but I am going to get an Instagram. I'll get an Instagram by Friday. And next time I'll do it, I'll give you my Instagram.
I think JB should do it. You definitely should have a TikTok. You got the personality for
it. Yeah. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram under Couch Coach Live. Definitely give us a follow on Twitter. We are on the verge of 2,000 followers on Twitter, so definitely do that. We'll have some giveaways towards the end of the year for that accomplishment. Also follow us on our YouTube page, Couch Coach Live. Also TikTok as well. we'll do a little bit more TikToks as what? Why are you looking at me like that, boy? So yeah,
You know why I'm looking at you.
So yeah, we do. Yeah, so follow me on TikTok, Couch Coach Live as well. Subscribe to the podcast anywhere you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, you name it, we're there. And then also check me out on Fridays and on Sundays, the Watch the Football Guys podcast with me and my guy Rob from the Football and Chill podcast. Also Saturdays, our NFL pregame show on the Off the Ball Network. See you Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we got Overreaction Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. So another full slate, another great week of shows. And once again, man, this has been this week's Couch Coach Live. It was definitely fun. We know we had to bring the energy for our boy birthday. So you know what I'm saying? Scorpio.
Right, had to fight to get here, boy. I was like, I'm not gonna let it stop me.
Right, you know. Bro. Speaking of Scorpios, bro, I didn't even know Lil Boosie a Scorpio, yo. That's wild, ain't it?
Westbrook's a Scorpio.
Yes, Westbrook a Scorpio. It's a lot of people I didn't think it was a Scorpio.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is wild. But that's hence his passion. Yeah, hence his passion.
Yeah, Westbrook need that candy alone. Oh my goodness. I'm like, man, if there's one person in this world, you cannot tell me ain't on that stuff.
Yeah.
You see how he starts the game? He takes off running to have the court. I'm like, man, if y'all don't pick, I'm just kidding. Let me stop.
Right. You 30 something. And you can't be doing all that type of stuff no more. Stuff be hurting. Yeah.
I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah. So once again, it's been this week's Couch Coach Live, man. We will catch you guys next week. And we are out.
All right, welcome.
All right.